Alright, what's going on, everybody? The Splitgate 2 alpha has come and gone, and now that it's gone, I figured I'd do a tier list just as to what I think the best weapons in the game were during the alpha. So, kick it right off. We're got the Helios pistol. This you get with the Aerials class, and I feel like there is no single gun in the game that is bad, but this is a pistol, of course, so I wouldn't put it in straight D tier. It's not complete garbage, but I try to avoid using this gun, so I'm just gonna drop it in C. And then we got the Cadence, which is just the carbine. So for this gun, it's really good, and especially if you have the rapid fire attachment, you can kill people really fast, but I don't think it's quite S tier. There's only a few guns that I'll put in the S tier, so I'm just going to drop this right here in the A tier. And then next, I believe that's the Charger shotgun, which you have for during the Meridian class. And I'm not personally a fan of any of the shotguns in the game, so I'm just gonna drop this right here in the C tier. And then I'm also gonna grab the Plow, which is for Sabrask, and it's another shotgun. And I'm not a fan of either of these. You could debate as to which one's better. I almost feel like the Meridian one is better because you can charge it up. So I think they're both C tier though. I'm not a huge fan of them, so I'm just gonna leave them there. And now we got the Helios pistol. Like I said, all pistols are in C tier. I'm not the biggest fan of them, so C tier, C tier. And then coming right here, this is the Foobar, and the Foobar is obviously one of the power weapons. If you're not going for the power weapons, don't expect to win the game. This gun has 6 shots. If you don't scope in, it just shoots 1 rocket, but when you scope in, it shoots 3. And the amount of times I scoped in and killed people by shooting all 3 rockets is insane. So this gun is definitely upgraded from the rocket launcher in the first game. And then we have the split stream, of course. Split stream, you get 100 bullets, 50 in each clip, and you could also make the gun dual wield and shoot the gun really fast. Now this gun absolutely shreds. It has the fastest fire in the game by far. I think number 2 would probably be the Sprinter. And speaking of the Sprinter, this gun right here, I'm gonna drop it in A tier. Like, especially if you play on Zenith, like if you're using the aerials and you run around the map with this gun, you're just shredding people. And especially if you're good aim, there's not much people can do to stop you. So the Sprinter and the Split Stream, these are some of the 2 best subs in the game. And Split Stream is obviously number 1 because it is a power weapon, but the Sprinter is coming close in the A tier and number 2. And now I got the Synapse, the assault rifle for the Meridian class, and I think it's a pretty good gun, but it's not quite S tier. In fact, it can kind of be B tier sometimes, but I want to respect it because you can hit. If you can't hit your shots, you can destroy people with this gun. So I'm just gonna put it right there. And then we have the Temple assault rifle. Now I'm kind of biased towards this gun. Not really the biggest fan. Whenever I use the Aerials class, I only use the Sprinter or the Cadence, so I'm just going to drop this down in B tier. Maybe they're going to give it a buff in the future, but whenever I use the gun, it just doesn't feel that strong, so I don't really feel a strong need to use this gun. And then when we got the assault rifle for Trailblazers, this gun actually kind of hits pretty hard. I'm not even going to lie. I'm almost tempted to drop this in the E tier, and then maybe I'll drop this down into B because the Synapse and the Tempo, the way that they play, I don't have all the stats because I wasn't able to do it since it's just the alpha playtest and I was doing other things, making other videos. But when the next playtest happens, I will do more in depth as to what guns do the most damage and have the fastest fire rate. So I'm just gonna put the Trailblazer as the A because it feels like it hits harder. I know the brass class, all the guns kind of hit harder. And also, speaking of a gun that hits harder, the Warden, I'm gonna drop it into A tier. Like, this gun's very good. It can 2-shot people if you can hit your shots. I haven't used it that much, so I don't have a good feel for the gun, but just the way that it feels very strong. So I think it's appropriate to put it in A. And now one of the best guns in the game. Like, this gun is gonna get nerfed for sure. It is the Quantum. My goodness, this burst, especially if it's in the hands of somebody that's good, you can just delete them off the map. It's not even fair. The amount of clips I've seen from pro players or just top players from Splitgate 1 just violating people with this gun is just insane. So this is obviously a S tier. So this is just what I think of the tier list for Splitgate 2 Alpha so far. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe for more Splitgate. Let me know what guns do you think are S tier. I think these 3 are clear S tiers, and then the A and the B are up for debate, and then C. Yeah, I don't see myself ever using any of these guns, but these, if you use these, you will dominate and easily destroy the noobs.